and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, we're making some Middle Eastern or Arabic, whatever you want to call it, rice with lamb, or Machboos or Kabsa, several names. What we're going to do is we're going to tenderize our meat with some lovely spices in some water, boil it up, get it lovely and really tender, remove it, get some rice cooked in that water, which kind of is the trick of this or the secret of it, and then get it together. It does take a little while, but really it's worth it. Let's go and get straight in. Okay, we're going to go straight in on this one. So you're going to need a large pot with a lid. In there I've got a touch of oil. Here I've got my mutton or lamb. Like I say, these are kind of parts are stewing, and I've got some nice bits of lean meat in there, but there's plenty of bone and kind of stewing type. So not the most expensive cuts in the world, but perfect for what we're doing here. So in they all go. Just turn this heat up a little bit. Okay, to that, some black pepper. I'm using a kind of cracked version there. Some salt. I've got some garlic, but just whole cloves. In they go like that. No need to chop them. Fresh ginger, which I've chopped up. Quite a bit of that. I like that kind of lovely ginger flavour in there. This is a dried black lime, or dried lime. Wonderful, wonderful flavour. If you're going to use these whole like that, just pop a few holes in them with a fork, and that'll release their flavours. You can get that in a powdered form. If you have a little aromatics, here we go, a little bit of nice cinnamon stick, and in there some cloves and some green cardamom pods. Okay, heat's on high now, full heat. Gonna just cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes. We just want to kind of get some flavours and brown our lamb a little bit. See you back then. Okay, so we just got a little bit of browning onto the meat. I mean, it's absolutely nowhere near cooked. We're way away from it being done. What I'm going to do now is add some cold water. There's enough water there just to cover it, and a little bit more. We're going to bring that to the boil. Once it reaches boiling point, we're going to give it about another 20 to 25 minutes on a rolling boil, just to kind of try and tenderize the meat. I mean, like I say, this is a pretty tough cut we have here, and this process will really help. Now, I'm using water. If you wanted, you could be using some form of stock. I just like to use water. Rolling boil. Once it reaches boiling point, 20-25 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, let's jump in and take a look. Let me get some steam out there for you. Just been going now for a little while, and what that's done is really sort of help tenderize the lamb, and we've got some lovely flavours in there. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to continue cooking, but this time I'm going to add into this some potatoes, celery and carrots, cut, you know, nice and small. Just give them a mix. They're going to sort of add to our flavours and stock. So again, lid back on. Same again really. We're going to go for like another sort of 15 minutes now. Get the heat up. Bring it to boiling point. Rolling boil. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay. So our meat's nice and tender now. I'm ready to move on to the next stage. What we need to do now is remove our meat. Set it aside for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then add into this beautiful stock that we've got, really flavourful water, some rice. So let me do that. I'll be back in a moment. So there we go. We're going to just set that aside for the moment. And here I've got some basmati rice that I've washed. Let's get that in. Give that a stir. Let's get the heat on again, nice and high. Like I said, we've got a really, really lovely stock there. And to that, we're going to add just a couple of powders. Here I've got some cumin powder and turmeric. Just a extra colour and flavour from those two spices. Okay, we're now going to cook this rice for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to get the lid on, and yeah, we'll come back when that's done. It's going to be absolutely delicious, this. I mean, really, really tasty. Okay, so I've turned the heat off on that now, so let's just jump in and take a look. And there you go, we've got some really lovely rice there, cooked in that beautiful, beautiful lamb stock. Simply, lid on, we're going to remove this away, move on to the next step. So here I've got a skillet or a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil in. We're heating that up. I'm going to add to this some raisins. Now these are jumbo raisins, they're much bigger than normal. And some pine nuts. Now if you wanted, you could be, and quite traditionally, you could be adding almonds to this, but I'm using pine nuts instead. Simply, just turn the heat up a little bit. We're just going to throw these around in the pan, stirring all the time, just for like 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're going to set them aside and move on. Okay, so there you go. There's our raisins and pine nuts. Like I say, you could use almonds if you want. Again, just a little touch of olive oil. Now some onions. I like to put fried onions in this one or on this one. So just simply like this, no need for salt, pepper, anything, just some fried onions. Be back in about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I like my onions just like that, so a little bit crunchy, but I've started to change colour. Off goes the heat. Right at the end with the heat off, I just want to get a little bit of honey on there. Excuse me. Right, there you go. Just a little bit of honey on those onions. Or maybe a little bit of brown sugar would be nice if you don't have honey. And that's it. Okay, next step. So we've got our onions ready. Our rice is ready, of course. There's our dried fruits and nuts. Now, we're going to get onto the meat. So I've got the pan here, same pan, and I've got some ghee in there. I like to fry this meat in the ghee. Traditionally, or quite common, you would put this meat in the oven and cook it. But what I find is it gets a little bit dry. But yeah, if you wanted, you could pop this in the oven and cook it for a little while. For me, some ghee, and we're going to fry this around for just like 4 minutes, you know, just to kind of give it a nice coating. We're on quite a high heat. See you then. Okay, everything's done now. Rice, our meat, our onions, and our fruits. Get yourself a plate and get yourself a nice layer of rice on there. Okay, there's our rice. Now what we're going to do is get our meat and place that on the top. That's looking great. Now what I like to do with the little bit of ghee that we've got still from the pan, I'll pour a little bit over there. Next, we're going to go with some of those onions. I like to just plaster them around, you know, not all over the place. just in sections around. So we grab them, nice, sweet, honey, fried onions. Then we go for our fruit. We can place them all over. Got our pine nuts and our raisins there. You can be using any type of nuts, quite frankly, if you wanted. That's it. Apart from, I'm now going to go with a little bit of cilantro or coriander, whatever you may call that. That's it, folks. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Takes a little while, this one, but it's worth it. It's really, really tasty. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?